2 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 16. And I'm doing my 672nd King James Version Bible read. This is part 2 because 667 or 672nd King James Bible reading supposed to be verse 15 and 16. But I've just read yesterday verse 15. So I'm going to do verse 16 today. And later this evening, verse 17 and 18. But I prepared some Koine Greek words today for this verse. Let's just read. There's a title here, Paul's Defense. You see here, Paul's Defense. However, uh, I believe this title is for this app, but in my actual physical Bible, there's no title. Anyways, let's read. I say again, let no man think me a fool. If otherwise, yet as a fool receive me, that I may boast myself a little. That's the verse that we will be talking about. So, 2 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 16. August 1, 2026. So, is it August 1? Let me just double check. Yeah, August 1. August 1, 2026. The first word is palin. In KJV, again. In lexical meaning, once more or again. Next word, Lego. Lego. KJV, I say. Lexical meaning, I speak or I say. If you're going to put it in a phrase, palin Lego. In KJV, it is rendered as I say again. In Koine Greek, if we're going to read it outright, it says, again I say. Conclusion, nothing changed. Just different position of the wording, but the meaning is the same. So KJV, got it. All right. Next line. Let no man think me a fool. So first Koine Greek word is may. KJV, let no. Actually, lexical meaning is not. However, this Koine Greek word is usually used in prohibitions or negative wishes. So, may, if more often than not, is being used as a prohibition or a negative wishes to someone else. Now, prohibition, the meaning of it is a noun that means an action or the action of forbidding something, especially by law. Next word is tease. T-I-S, but the pronunciation is tease. T-E-E-S, tease. KJV, man. Lexical meaning, anyone, someone, any person. Meaning, when you've heard the word tease in Greek, in Koine Greek, it doesn't mean it is just a man alone. It could mean woman or man or any other person or any person. Next word, me. Actually, the spelling of this word is M-E. But the pronunciation is M-E-H, me. But the actual meaning in KJV or the KJV translated it using the word me. But the lexical meaning is me. Imagine that. We are using the word English coming from Koine Greek. Me. All right. Next word, doxe. Doxe. KJV, think. Lexical meaning, should think, should uh, should consider, or should suppose. Now the next word is aphrona. Aphrona. KJV, a fool. Lexical meaning, foolish or without understanding. Foolish or without understanding. And the last word, to complete the phrase, let no man think me a fool, is anai. Anai, actually, there's no word in KJV, meaning it is implied. If KJV didn't translate it, it is implied already on the sentence. But lexical meaning of anai or ainai or anai, to be. To be. Now, metis me doksay or doksay afrona ainai. In KJV, it is written, let no man think me a fool. And in Koine Greek, it's actually saying, not anyone or not someone or not any person, me. See the sentence construction there? Not anyone, me, or not any, or not, oh, sorry, not anyone or not someone or not any person, me. The actual word me goes after that word. Should think, should suppose, or should consider to be. So if you're going to read it outright, oh my, it's hard. It's hard to fully understand, fully grasp. But in other words, may no one think me to be foolish. May no one think me to be foolish. However, the next line, uh, if otherwise, now, A, KJV, if, lexical meaning if. So KJV got it correct. The word A. De, otherwise, however, it's combined. So it is implied. In KJV, it is otherwise, or yet, sorry, or yet, and yet is implied. Lexical meaning, but, however, or yet. Now, may, KJV, no words for may, meaning it is also implied, combined, or actually implying that word. In lexical meaning, not, and then ge, KJV, implied, it is an emphatic particle. Lexical meaning, indeed, at least, or even. Why there's a lot of implied words? Because the actual uh, translation of KJV, if otherwise. However, if we're going to read it outright, if, but, however, or yet, not, indeed, at least, or even. So, aidemege in KJV is rendered as if otherwise. And in Koine Greek, it's is actually if, but, or if, however, or if yet, not, indeed, or at least, or even. In other words, but if you do think that, if you do think that, or if you cannot avoid thinking so, if otherwise. So it needs the previous statement. Let no man think me of a fool. But if you don't think that, or if you cannot avoid thinking so that I am a fool, now next line. Yet as a fool receive me. Yet as a fool receive me. Let's talk about that. First Koine Greek word, kan. KJV, yet. Lexical meaning, even if or nevertheless. Next word, host. KJV, asked. Lexical meaning, like or as. And then, by the way, this word has been used in this verse twice, which is aphrona, a fool. By the way, just to give you a heads up, in 2 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 12, 13, and 16, fool has been mentioned. Usually, whenever Apostle Paul is using fool towards himself, it's an irony. Using the word ironically, stating the actual opposite meaning towards to the slanderous false apostles. All right. So let me just go ahead and read it back. So where did it stop? Aphrona. A fool in KJV, or sorry, in lexical meaning, foolish person, or a fool. Now, dexaste, received in KJV. Lexical meaning, accept or welcome or receive. And then me, Me. KJV, me, lexical meaning me. Now let's put all those Koine Greek words together. Can host Afrona, sorry, let me just read it back. Can host Afrona dexaste me. Can host Afrona dexaste me. In KJV, yet as a fool receive me in Koine Greek, even if, or nevertheless, like or as a fool receive me. Meaning, even if, like a fool receive me, or nevertheless, as a fool receive me. Right. Now, the last line. That I may boast myself a little. The first Koine Greek word is hina. Hina. Oh my! Hina, pronunciation is hina. KJV, written it as the. Lexical meaning, so that, in order that. Next word, mikron. KJV, a little, but this is combined to another Koine Greek word. Combined with T. T, I'll discuss that later. So, micron, KJV wrote it as a little, lexical meaning small or little. Now, then, the next Koine Greek word is Ti, but the pronunciation is T-double-E, so T. KJV combined it with micron, so micron T. Lexical meaning somewhat, a little something. So, it's just the same, almost the same with micron, small or little. In micron, small or little, T, somewhat or a little something. KJV translated it a little. Now the next word is kago. K-A-Go. Kago. KJV, I, lexical meaning, and I, or I also. Now the last word, this is the last word? Yes, this is the last word. Kaukesomai. We've been going through these words for a couple of days, maybe alternating days, because this word keeps on showing up on every verses or most of the verses that we've tackled already. So, what's the meaning of Kaukesomai? Kaukesomai. KJV, may boast myself. But actually, it's only my boast, but KJV translator added myself. Myself is implied. So, lexical meaning, may boast, may glory, or may take pride. Because the verse is actually talking about Apostle Paul. KJV wrote, to make it clearer, added the word myself there. All right. Now, let's put it together. Koine Greek words. Hina mikron ti kego kaukaisomai. Hina mikron ti kego kaukaisomai. Kaukaisomai or kaukaisomai. In KJV, it says that I may boast myself a little, and in Koine Greek, if we're going to read it outright, that little or small, somewhat or a little something, I also may boast, may glory, or may take. Let me just read it back. Uh, so that little, so that small, so that somewhat, or so that a little something, I also may boast, I also may glory, I also may take pride. In other words, if you're going to regard me as foolish, then at least listen to what I have to say so that I may defend myself. Actually, I combined the first phrase, yet as a fool receive me, that I may boast myself a little. If you're going to regard me as a fool, if you're going to receive me as a fool, then at least listen to what I have to say so that I may defend myself. Literal rendering of this verse. Again, I say, let no one consider me to be foolish, but if not, then receive me as though I were fool, so that I also may boast a little. Natural rending, if we're going to rend it today. Let me say it again. Don't think I am a fool. But if you do, if you already think about it, but if you do, then at least listen to me as you would a fool. As you would do to a fool. You're going to listen to them anyway. So listen to what I have to say. As you would a fool, so that I can say a little in my own defense. Now, if JB is going to paraphrase this, translate it using my own words. Let me say it once more. Don't think that I am a fool. However, if you do, then at least listen to me if you have listened to those false apostles that you could be false apostles, false preachers, uh, super apostles or chiefest apostles, that you could be fair because you've listened to them. Try to listen to what I have to say, so you could be fair, that you could be fair, so that I could also defend the authority. The apostle Paul is not defending himself here, that I could also defend the authority to share and preach the gospel and make disciple as God commanded me to do. Defend myself against their slanderous claims to gain advantage of you, believers in Corinth. So that's how I must say it. After knowing all those things, to be honest with you, the things that I'm sharing with you is just a summary to make the time frame at least closer to 20 minutes at least, or 30 minutes. Because if we're going to dig, I'm going to share all those things that I found out on my research in just one verse, probably 30 minutes to 40 minutes, 30 minutes to 1 hour would not be enough. So I need to summarize it. So pardon me, humor me, please bear with me if my paraphrasing is kind of passionate and really taking my time to put it on a longer sentence so it could be much clearer. But then again, just a disclaimer, a quick disclaimer, I'm not shoving, I'm not pushing, I'm not forcing my theologies unto you. I'm just sharing it so that if it could make sense, you can grab some from it. If it's not making sense, just do your own research. Go ahead, read the Bible. If it's kind of not sinking in, or if you want to dig deeper, go ahead, read the original lexicon. If it's Old Testament, Hebrew, Aramaic. If it's New Testament, Koine Greek, Aramaic. You will not be misled by the Word of God because the Word of God is not going to change. The translations might change. The way we use language today might change, the meaning. But the original lexicon is there. It's not a word, it's not a, what do you call that? A telephone game. It's not a telephone game. It's not been transmitted or passed on through words. It has been written and it has been copied. And scholars and theologians and historians at least has a 95 to 98 or 99.5 accuracy of the message of the manuscript. There's some discrepancies, but the copies will correct the discrepancies. All right. Anyways, that's 19 minutes already, guys. And that's my Bible reading today. Adding, researching about some Koine Greek words. So we could be in the same mindset of Apostle Paul or the authors when they wrote these epistles or gospel. God bless you guys. Keep safe. I'll be seeing you tomorrow. Bye for now. Actually, later this evening. Sorry, I forgot. See you later, guys. Bye for now.